It's important for people to embrace all the opportunities that are presented to them. It's not enough to just do good in school. It's not enough just to be the captain of a team or the president of a debate team or your class president. You have to be well-rounded.
What I'm looking for really is a sense of maturity with these kids, that they are not only involved in their community and in their school, but they have a great sense of what needs to be done. I mean, they see a need, they work to address it.
When I got to the Ragin Library and got to meet other like-minded students who are really convicted and ready to change the world, we got together pretty quickly and started talking about what we wanted to do together, and started dreaming right there and coming up with plans to start a nonprofit and how we were going to connect our campuses together and really create a mission that was worth creating. And from that point, been able to develop great lasting relationships with several of the scholars, and think that our paths are definitely going to cross in the future, which is exciting.
I grew up in a single parent based household, and it really affected me growing up, and especially since I was low income. There were a lot of struggles that I had to go through as a child.
Education wasn't a top priority in my community, and so we wanted to do something about that. And I know how hard it can be to go home surrounded by drugs and gangs and illegal activities.
I was a youth mentor for our small public school, and what that means is every day for 1 hour I would go into the second grade classroom and I would help the students with their math and reading homework.
I think to have a good character, it means that you don't think just about yourself. I think you think about others. So when you're trying to help someone, it also goes with leadership too, because to be a good character, you're going to help other people. You don't put yourself first.
A leader is someone who doesn't use their title as a boastful voice or a reverence per se for their own personal growing. There's someone who reaches out to other people and knowing that they have to adhere to someone else's needs besides their own.
I started the anti-bullying project as my Eagle Scout project. To be an Eagle Scout, you have to go through make a project that makes a difference in your community.
One of my main projects is Hope Phones, and Hope Phones is the collection of old cell phones that are being recycled into medical alert systems in third world countries for sick mothers and babies. And I've been fortunate enough to partner all around our state, as well as I've traveled abroad to Paris and Costa Rica promoting Hope Phones, and I feel like that I've really been able to reach out with so many other people to help with a greater cause.
To have character means to be true to your values. It's easy in the world that we live in, especially with the social media, to be influenced by everyone else. But it's very difficult and different to sort of create your own path and to do what's valuable to you, because ultimately you are left with yourself and what you've done.
Everyone has values that they've been convicted on and what they know is right, and I believe that integrity means keeping those, especially when you have a choice. Like, life is full of choices, and you'll have the choice to do this that you know may not be according to those values, or to make a choice that is according to those. And making that right choice, I believe, is keeping your integrity, and that's one of the hardest things to do in life.
What it means to me to be a leader is to be a leader always. Even when people aren't looking, you need to make the right decisions.
Leadership to me means the willingness to be charismatic. And I think that when you think with that mindset, it really changes your views, your values, and how you approach people. And I think if you live every day like that, it really changes your aspects of how you view the world, and it doesn't become a tedious task. It's just something that you really enjoy.
I started a website for young photographers that, I felt like there wasn't enough resources for young photographers on the internet to learn how to use their cameras or how to purchase quality camera equipment. And then it quickly turned into a much broader set of resources. And I also provided editorial content, like interviewing famous photographers, interviewing people working in the photo industry, and publishing quality content directed at an adolescent audience.
Integrity to me means doing what's right even when no one's watching. I think that it's important to have your morals and everything even when, you know, you're not being watched by the people that you want to impress or the people that you want to, you know, be the best you can be around. I think you should always have that, you know, that way of life, you know, always doing what you think is right in every situation.
Leadership is knowing or finding the will to put others before yourself.
I volunteered over 600 hours with 7 different nonprofits, and through all of this, you know, I really realized that if you have a strong cause and if you're passionate about something, if you speak up, people are willing to help, whether they're donating their time, donating their money, or actually coming, you know, physically and helping you. That if you, as long as you show you're passionate about something for a worthy cause, people are going to help you out, and that's really being a leader.
To me, drive has always been a belief in yourself, is a passion for a goal and not setting your eyes aside of the target. And when you start letting negative thoughts impact the way you live your life, like I can't do it, or I'm not smart enough, talented enough, people don't respect me enough, or I don't have enough power, you let those negative things get to you and it steers you off your course of greatness, because I believe everybody is endowed with such strength, and it's really just believing in your ability to overcome adversity and really going after what you want.
Leadership to me is service. If there's one thing I've learned throughout all my community service is when you're serving someone, you get way more out of it than you actually expect to give to them.
A leader to me is someone who sets good examples for others and who's willing to see the potential in everybody.
Leadership to me is really sticking your neck out there and getting involved in something. I think a lot of people like to go out there and do things, but they don't really step up and say, I want to be the person to help run this or help lead this. And so, again, with my Eagle Scout project, going out there and saying, you know what, I'm going to take that leap of faith and try to take a group of guys and show them how to finish this project, get from step A to step B, and go through the whole process, and really just sticking your neck out there and be willing to take on those challenges of organizing a group of people or anything to work towards one common goal. And that's me just taking that first step of sticking your neck out there really is a leader.